Human trafficking, it's a big problem here in the state of Michigan. We are ranked 10th in the country. So, Oakland County prosecutor Kara McDonald decided to create a human trafficking task force. I sat down with her recently to see how she intends to combat this crime.
It's right under our nose.
Oakland County prosecutor Kara McDonald says her team is investigating crimes associated with human trafficking.
We're doing a fantastic job, our law enforcement community, investigating and charging drug offenses, and sometimes it appears as prostitution, sometimes violent crimes, gun crimes. We are holding people accountable. We need to address what's really happening there, because there are all of these vulnerable, for the most part, women. Just removing the trafficker is a lot, but without the trafficking offense and charge and conviction, we're really not holding them accountable the way that we should.
That's where Cindy Brown comes in. As part of the human trafficking unit for the prosecutor's office, she talked about why women who are trafficked don't leave.
They're afraid is the main reason. They're afraid the traffickers have basically brainwashed them to say, if you go to the police, nobody's going to believe you because you're a criminal yourself. Look, you have drugs, you are engaged in commercial sex, those are crimes, nobody's going to believe you.
That's what happened here on Paddock Street in Pontiac. Nearly 30 women were trafficked here out of 2 different homes. Richard Coleman was charged and convicted in the human trafficking ring he operated there.
He was controlling the food that they ate, wouldn't let them shower, he was beating them. One woman, he knocked out her teeth. One woman, he broke her ribs. He was sexually assaulting them, taking them from their families so they didn't have the family interaction to say something's wrong here. It was a horrible situation.
So who's showing up on the streets like this to pay for these human trafficking victims? Well, the trafficking unit says mostly married men from Oakland County. And they want to see accountability, charges, and exposure of these men.
The majority, this is for law enforcement, are going to be somewhat blown away in how prevalent this is.
And you know, there is a misconception when it comes to human trafficking. I think a lot of people actually think people are getting scooped up from places, forced into this world of human trafficking. Many times it deals with addiction. These traffickers find women who are vulnerable. They may have addiction themselves. Then they bring them into their world. They need the drugs, they need the money, so then they turn to human trafficking. And also, this is a problem that just doesn't happen in big cities. It's happening in more and more suburban areas as well.